Holden with Caddy for a Cure. I'm here with my pal
Christian, and I'm the national spokesperson for Caddy for a Cure.
I'd like to thank you for coming and hearing these questions about Caddy for a Cure, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about our project. Caddy for a Cure started 16 years ago, the first day I met my good pal here, Christian Collins, shortly after his birth. Christian was born with a rare bone marrow disorder called Fanconi anemia, and I knew the first time I laid eyes on my good pal here that somehow, some way in my life, I wanted to make a difference and an impact on that disease. I just didn't know how I was going to do it. I was blessed with the good opportunity of being the head golf professional at Woodfield Country Club in Boca Raton, Florida, where two-time Masters champion and Hall of Fame golfer Bernhard Langer resides. He and I hit it off back in the late 80s, and I ended up being his part-time coach and caddy for several years. And in 2001, I was invited out to be his full-time caddy out on the PGA Tour and traveling around the world. When I got out there, I knew that there was a lot of envy from fans lining fairways that would want to trade places with me and see what it was like to stand next to the likes of Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson and Ernie Els and all the great players in the game. An idea came to me about caddying for a cure, and that's how Caddy for a Cure started. The unique part and best part about Caddy for a Cure, this unique opportunity to go inside the ropes at a PGA Tour event during a PGA Tour practice round or pro-am, is that 100% of all the proceeds go to charity. Many worthy charities benefit, like the Fanconi Anemia Research Fund, the Wounded Warrior Project, the PGA Tour Caddy Benevolent Fund, the PGA Tour Players Charity of Choice, and the PGA Tour Host Site Charity of Choice. It truly is a win-win-win situation with everybody involved benefiting by you coming inside and being able to spend a day, an entire day, with the PGA Tour player of your choice. Caddy for a Cure has been blessed to be able to have virtually all the PGA Tour players enlist their support and want to help out with our charity. It really is a great day for them as well to get to know you, the average golf fan, who comes inside the rope. Christian, tell us a few of the players that we've had participate with us in the past.
We've had Jim Pruitt, Pedro Carrington, Jose Lantern Patty, and we've had Drew Winkling, Robert Ironby, and Arnie Nez. And recently, we've had Jack Nicklaus.
And that was a great day having the Golden Bear allow two caddies from Fort Worth, Texas to be able to come in and have the day of their golf life with the greatest golfer of all time. Caddy for a Cure goes all over the PGA Tour. The PGA Tour covers the entire country and even other countries such as Canada now and Mexico. But we like to do about 18 to 20 events out on the PGA Tour, going from West Coast to East Coast, North to South. Christian, what's one of your favorite golf courses out on the PGA Tour?
I really like the one in Atlanta, Eastland, and my personal favorite probably being TPC Surfers in Jacksonville, Florida.
What a great golf course that is with that 17th hole, huh?
It is.
A typical day for you as the would-be caddy for the day is to experience what it's like to be up close and personal with one of the best players. From the beginning of the day, meeting your player, getting out of his car, on the driving range, the putting green, you're there a part of the entire process. What I like to say is you get to help and work with that player for the entire day and know what it's like and see how these great players prepare for and get ready to win millions of dollars that week at a PGA Tour event. Stay with them during the entire 18 holes and even be with them during a little bit of practice if they so choose when they get done. But you're there during the entire day. Absolutely anyone can do Caddy for a Cure. We've had young and old, male and female, and everyone's had a great time. The beautiful part about Caddy for a Cure is the Tour Caddy, the regular PGA Tour Caddy, for your player that you've selected goes along with you. Should you happen to get out there and find it's a little too heavy or a little harder than you thought, no worries. The PGA Tour Caddy will step in and pick up the bag and carry it for the rest of the way. You know, the first time that you walk in front of 10,000 screaming fans up on the first tee with the likes of a Sergio Garcia or an Ernie Els, it can be a little bit unnerving. The PGA Tour caddy knows this, and he'll take you by the hand and tell you where to put the bag, what to do and what to say and what not to say. All you need to do is remember the 3 ups. Show up, keep up, and shut up. The best way for you to get involved with Caddy for a Cure is visit our website at www.caddyforacure.com, and we spell it with a Y, CADDYFORACURE. There you'll find a full schematic of all the players that are going to be coming up during the rest of the season and during the rest of the schedule. And should you happen to not see your favorite player up there, please email us or call us and let us know who your favorite player is and who you'd like to work for and work with for a day with Caddy for a Cure. We'll do our best to be able to make it happen. Not only do you get the greatest day of your life, of your golf life, inside the ropes at a PGA Tour event with your favorite PGA Tour player, but a lot of other things come along with it. We're able to give you about 500 pictures of you and your player during your day, a signed picture of you, your player, and the golf bag at the end of the day, a PGA Tour bib, a bunch of great items from our great sponsors like a pair of Vidello HD sunglasses, a Boo Weekly apparel package, a custom Sharpie package, Speed Gel, a brand new topical anti-inflammatory in the sports world and pain world, as well as PGA Tour Partners Club magazine, Golf Fitness magazine, as well as a number of other goodies. This is a great package worth well over $2,000 on top of all the things that you get to do at your event with your player for the day. We've had many great stories through our 7 years of existence out on the PGA Tour. We've had wonderful corporate opportunities where men and women have bought this opportunity for an employee or a customer and had a great experience out of it and have become customers and friends for life. My favorite story, though, probably was at the Congressional a couple of years ago during the AT&T National. We had a new caddy, Paul Rowan, who was extremely nervous about being able to caddy for Masters champion Fred Couples, and we decided to pull a little prank on him with Fred involved. Joe LaCava and I saw that he had left the bag down on the ground in the middle of an out-of-the-ropes situation where there were fans walking around thinking that the bag would be all right, and Joey and I decided to pull a little prank on him and hide the bag in the trees. He went up to the green to hand Fred his driver since the next hole was going to come parallel just down to the left of us, and I got Fred involved, and Fred was all over it. Being the prankster that Fred is, we even got the police officer that was with us. I'll never forget it that when we walked off the tee, Fred hit a great drive down the middle, as he always does, and he asked the police officer why we had a police officer following us. Since the police officer was involved, he went ahead and said, because we never know when someone's going to steal something or take something from one of you players. Just then, Fred asked for a stick of chapstick. Of course, he looked over to the bag, and Paul didn't have the bag with him. And Paul started looking around real nervous, didn't see the bag anymore. And Fred played it out to the max, and it was just absolutely hilarious. Ultimately, Paul found the bag sitting behind a tree over in the trees, or in the woods, but it was a great, great story. Christian, what's your favorite story about being out on the PGA Tour as our national spokesperson for the last 3 years?
My favorite story is recently getting to meet Jack Nicklaus at the Honda Classic, and along in his group was Dan Morneau, Drew Brees, and Kenny G, and they were very nice guys to meet, and they did so much for a great cause.
Christian, we're so proud of you, and thank you so much for being our national spokesperson for all these years, and I appreciate you wanting to caddy for a cure. Believe it or not, we've had 19 players right now win the week that they do Caddy for a Cure or in the weeks immediately following Caddy for a Cure. We like to call it good things happening to those people who are doing good. Ask Zach Johnson, who has a new green jacket, or Padraig Harrington holding a couple of claret jugs. Each and every time these players go out and do well, they seem to want to come back and do Caddy for a Cure all over again because of the magnificent nature of what it is we've been able to do in this great game of golf.